Alright, this is a new to me Commodore 128 that I just got in the mail today. I haven't unpacked it completely, I've just taken it out of the box and out of the packing peanuts. This was advertised as not tested, untested. So what we're going to do is, what I'm going to do here is take this out of the packaging and hook it up and see if it boots up. Because it's untested. This could be a very short video if it boots up, but I have a suspicion that this won't boot up, and so this could become quite a lengthy video as I go through and troubleshoot it and try to figure out what's wrong with this Commodore 128. So let's go ahead and get this out of the packaging. So that's nice. It came with the intro guide. I probably had one of these originally back in the 80s. Actually, I had the 128D. Well, what we know today as a DCR, the metal 128D. So I probably never had this book, but still a nice little extra. So overall, the system looks pretty clean. Looks like there's some kind of modification here. I'm not sure. Is that permanent? Cartridge port. Yeah, some kind of dongle or resistor that was in there. Not sure what the purpose of that was, but yeah, it's I'll take that out for now until I figure out what it was. Overall, it looks fairly clean. Just looking inside, doesn't appear to have ever been taken apart. Commodore 120, Model C128, 1987. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't plug this in and start it up to see if it boots. So let's go ahead and do that now. Power, make sure the power switch is off, which it was on, so power's off. Plug in the video, and let's see if it starts. No power light, nothing. Let's make sure that my power supply is plugged in. There's nothing's home. Alright, so this isn't going to be a short video, so that's good. Yeah, no power. So let's get in here, and actually this kind of makes me happy that I can have a chance to troubleshoot this. I've never had a Commodore 128 that didn't power up. Okay, I got the screws out of here, so let's see if we can open up this computer and see what's going on. Side. There's this ground strap right here. Need to remove. Straps removed. Pull the keyboard connector off, and also over here, just the LED. Alright, so right away I can see that this computer has been opened before. First of all, it's missing a screw here, and then the shield has been desoldered from the motherboard, so someone has definitely the screws loose. been in here before. Let's get this shield off so we can get a better look at what's going on in here. Some corrosion here. The screws are loose, so it's definitely someone put this back together and didn't really care too much to make sure the screws were tight. I can already tell this is going to be a fun project, just by what I've seen so far. I need to get a screwdriver for Phillips for this. It's kind of weird. There's like a dry, almost powdery feel on here, like a corrosion of some kind. Okay, let's see what we have. So all the chips are there. That's a good sign. Let's kind of zoom in here. I don't see anything, out of the ordinary to start. Some dust in here. I'll have to blow that out. Since it just doesn't power on, like the light just doesn't show up, it could be an easy fix. That would indicate there's some issue over here in the power section, potentially. So what I'll do is I'll get the power connected to this and start checking voltages to see what the voltages are. I believe it's here, this side of this capacitor, I think, is a 12-volt line that goes into the computer. So I'll initially start there, and then there's a 5-volt somewhere. Yeah, I'll have to break out the schematics and check, but I know this side of this capacitor, CU114, provides power to one of the voltage rails in the computer. So I'll grab my scope and then, here's something else that's kind of concerning. Over here, there's on the cartridge port, the cassette port is a lot of corrosion. So I'm wondering why this was in here, this resistor. It's kind of interesting. So I'm going to do some research, find out this resistor value and figure out which pin's which, just to see why somebody would do something like that. Let's pull open this video section and see what's in here. Alright, so that's good. Chips are there. This appears to be an NTSC board, a 14-something megahertz crystal. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to grab my multimeter and start probing or checking around for voltages. So I'm continuing to troubleshoot this Commodore 128 that is evidently dead. No light, no video out. So I'm going to power it up. Then I'm going to start testing some of these voltage of some of these areas. 12.2 volts, 12.19. That's good. I believe on this diode there should be 5 volts. 5 volts exactly. And then on this leg should be unregulated. DC or high DC. We got 20 volts on the input side of the 12 volt regulator, and 12 volts on the outside, on the output. So it looks like everything in this area is working at this point. There's really no fuses in here, so I'm not sure what to check next. Maybe I should check voltage on some of the pins and some of the chips, make sure that the voltage is getting through. I believe it's pin, this pin here for 12 volts. So yeah, we have 12 volts on the SID chip. I believe there's 5 on this one, 5 volts. So the chips are getting voltage. So now the question is, why is it dead? I'm going to go read up in the service manual for the company. So I, just for fun, I went and I found another LED in my box of Commodore 128 parts and connected it to the power light, power LED connector, and now it seems to work. I also went and I reconnected the power LED back to the LED that's on the case of this 128, and it lights up now too. So, and it's kind of strange because that's not the first time I've seen this before, where you plug in a 128, try to power it up, this LED doesn't turn on, you think something's wrong, so you take it apart, and then it just starts magically lighting up. So now we just need to figure out why there is no video output.